Now, we're going to start moving a lot faster because this is all stuff that we've covered, all right? This is all stuff that we covered in kindergarten. So if you are unclear as to why I am doing what I am doing, then refer back to those videos and let's get going. So I really like this. We're really looking at structure here. The reason why 4 minus 2 is 2 is because 2 plus 2 equals 4. These are the same statement. Okay? I want you to look at these two statements, 4 minus 2 equals 2 and 2 plus 2 equals 4, and I want you to see that they are the same thing. Okay? They are the same thing. This is mathematical reasoning, and we will be applying it later, but right now it is so important just to let students understand that addition and subtraction are related. Later on, we'll find that they're the same thing, but for now, 9 minus 5 is 4, because 4 plus 5 is 9. This is another one of those things that seems so obvious to people who are grown-ups, but like, you never learned this. If you are right now around my age and I'm 37, you did not learn this shit. You just didn't. You were just taught that 5 minus 2 equals 3, and you were not told all of the patterns in between. Or if you were very lucky, because I was not. 8 minus 6 is 2, specifically because 2 plus 6 is 8. We are getting an early understanding of equations. 4 minus 3 is 1, 1 plus 3 is 4. 8 minus 3 is 5, because 5 plus 3 is 8. 6 minus 3 is 3, because 3 plus 3 is 6. And that's that. Never forget when you are raising your child or raising a student, or if you're a teacher, never forget that addition and subtraction are the same thing. All right? They are related specifically because they are the same. You're just moving in different directions on the number line. All right. Where are we at? Add within 20. Add 3 numbers. Yeah, we got a little bit to go. But not that far. Let's go ahead and add within 20. All right, well, 10 plus 4, like, even if you didn't know about place values, that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But again, really try to get across to your student or your child that you're taking the 10s and combining them with the 10s, and the 1s and combining them with the 1s. 6 plus 6 equals, well, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 6 plus 6 is 12. I like that they put the blank on the left side rather than the right side, just establishing good habits early on. 6 plus 7, again, just use your fingers. I know it's 13 because I've done this a million times, but there used to be a time, and this is real. The first time I came back and started doing Khan Academy, and this was probably 5-6 years ago, and I started going back all the way to kindergarten, first, second grade, right? I realized that I had this weird freaking habit where I would take 5 plus 7, and every time I saw 5 plus 7, my mind would immediately go, oh yeah, that's 13. Yeah, 5 plus 7 is 13. 7 plus 5, 13. My brain would go there immediately every time, which is wrong, obviously, right? 6 plus 7 is 13. And you'd be surprised at how many of these misconceptions you might have going forward. Which is why I recommend doing these exercises whether or not you are in first grade. 9 plus 2 is 11. Let's go through this really fast. 9 plus 1 is 10. 5 plus 7 is 12. See, I didn't get it wrong that time. 16 plus 3 is 19. Moving on. Add 3 numbers. So, when adding 3 numbers, this is actually in one of my earlier videos on my YouTube channel. The thing about adding three numbers is if you don't know how to do it, you're stuck, right? I only know how to add two numbers. I could do 2 plus 2, I could do 2 plus 1, but I don't know how to add all three. The way you end up learning to do it is it doesn't matter which order you do it in. If I add Monday and Tuesday, 2 plus 2, I get 4, and then I add a number 1, and that gives me 5. But it works the other way as well. If I take today and Tuesday and add them together and get 3, and then add another 2, well, that's 3, 4, 5. Surprised? Of course not. But this is a thing. This is called the associative rule of addition. It's so important that I'm going to write it right now. What that means is that if I have 2 plus 2 plus 1, for example, I can either add the first 2's together first to get 4 plus 1 is 5, or I can add the 2 plus 1 to get 3 and then another 2 to get 5. Now, we're not going to name this now. We're not going to expect first graders to know what the associative property of addition is, but we do expect them to know that you can add in whatever order you want and you still get the same result. Two, 3, and 5 is 8. 5, 6, and 6. Well, 5 and 6 is 11, and another 6 is 17. 4 and 5 is 9, and 1 is 10. 4 and 5 is 19, and 11 is 20. Oh, it's just 1 plus 1 plus 1. That's 3. The zoo has 6 meerkats, 3 wild boars, and 2 young lions. There are 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 2 is 11 total animals. And that's that. (18 minus 4), 17, 16, 15, 14. I know I keep saying this, but for God's sake, please do not shame your students or your children for using their fingers, okay? Now, this 20 minus 14 is super fascinating to me because you could think of it as, in the tens place, 20 minus 10, right? Which is 10. And then you can take off the extra 4. That's a 4. Which gives you 6. So again, these kinds of mental processes should be really encouraged. I see a lot of folks talking about how ridiculous it is to have some sort of different mental process when it comes to how you come to a sum or a product or a difference. And it's ridiculous, all right? Just stop judging other people about how they add or subtract. It's great that you've got your own method, but stop trying to impose that method on others, I beg you. That's what Common Core is all about. Seven minus 5 is 2. Ignore that. I didn't spill anything. It was an empty glass. It's fine. 9 minus 2 is 7. 19 minus 7, again, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Use those fingers. That's what they are for. 13 minus 5. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Let's do a quiz. 7 minus 5 is 2 because 2 plus 5 is 7. 10 minus 7 is 3. 4 plus 5 is 9. I see 2 animals. One animal is 3 and another animal is 4. There are 4 animals total relaxing by the pond. 6 plus 12. Now, it could be, if you're going really fast, especially if you're a little kid, that you would put 72. I could totally see that as a mistake. And if that happens, do not tell your student they are dumb. They're not. I can see where 72 came from, and you should too. This is part of critiquing the reason of others, or the reasoning of others, even when they're little kids. You should be able to try to figure out where they went wrong, because if they put 72, they're like 80% of the way there. They knew that they had to take the 6 and only apply it to one of the two, either the 10s or the 1s. They just got the wrong answer, and that's okay. In reality, 6 plus 12 is 18. And that's quiz 1.